Hey, welcome, Laker Nation. We are doing part two, how to paint with oil pastels and on our road in 1 point perspective. So as I finished off, now I'm using more intensity of color. I'm using my yellow straight up in this location where it is closest to me. So you can see that my yellow loses its intensity as it goes further and further back. I could add a little bit more yellow to about half of that. And I could do the same over here. And that would help to make it look like it is more of a gradation. And it's getting smaller and smaller. Now, I'm going to put my road in next. Same thing as before. I add my white first. I'm going to add it to the shoulder and to the beginning of the road. And I'm going to do the same. I'm going to add white. And because I'm using such a big space, I'm going to add my white all along there. Now, when I add this next color, I've got to make a decision: purples, blues, and pinks. So I'm going to start with a little red, add that in. As you can see, I've added some red. Now I'm going to add some purple. And I'm going to add some blue. And I'm going to use a darker blue here. Notice I'm not doing the shoulder right now. I left that as is. Now I'm going to go over it with white. As you can see, it makes a really nice kind of lighter road color. I'm going to take this. I'm going to scumble in some of this into the white that I already have, and it should reduce the intensity of the color. I may have to add some more color. Now, both of these are looking pretty close. I also forgot to, so I'm going to use this tool, my ribbon tool that's used in clay, to erase some of that I put there. And I'm going to erase a line of it for my yellow there. Now, I'm going to add some yellow and white there, or in the middle of my road, but I'm also going to add a little more color here and a little more white here. As you can see, I've added some more color. I added even a little black. So I'm going to scumble this. So as you can see, the little bit of black made the road a little darker. Now I'm going to make this more intense as it comes here. As you can see, I've made the road much more intense than before. It's got more red in it. And I'm going to add a little bit more purple. Notice that as I add the new color, I always crosshatch. And I'm adding the color by crosshatching the color. I'll add some blue and then some black. I've got all my color in. So now I'm going to start to scumble it, and it should look and appear darker, and it does. Look at that. Now I could add more color and make it more intense, more darker, but you can see the transition change between the two. Now, next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take a new color, and I'm going to add some orange to my shoulder, and it should be lighter here, a little more intense here, a little more intense here, and then more intense here. And then I'm going to add, and I'm going to scumble it. I'm going to scumble it lightest to darkest. All right, so this is the end of part 2. I will demonstrate, I'll finish this up. I will do how to do the greens, how to do the building and the lake or the river in part 3 of how to paint our 1-point perspective road and trees in oil pastels and create something we call atmospheric perspective. So this should be all we get to tomorrow, as I am at the dentist and you will have a substitute.